Okay, so we're set up. So I've kept it quite a low profile because I will be kneeling down and tending to the fire really. I popped the tarp just over the fire pit, which is like that. And we'll be keeping a really small fire anyway, so it wouldn't harm the tarp. So that's the setup. Right, let's make a fire. So, in order to make this work, you need fatwood. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to cut a 6-inch slither, 6 to 7 inch slither of fatwood. It's better. That's good. So that's a nice piece there. Good colour on it. So that'll be perfect. So with the bit that we cut off the first time, we want some shavings down if we can. So use the back of your blade, just rub the back of your blade down. Try and get some decent shavings off. Nice and thin you want. So these are the size that you're wanting to get. Dead thin, really thin if you can, because it's damp. It ain't, it's going to take ages to light, to catch. What you need to do is just make them small as you can, like matchsticks. Any little bits that come off them, grab them. Because every little bit will count when you start it up. So we're going to use this piece of fatwood, and what I want to try and do is get a lot of shavings off it if we can. So you want one that's about 6 inches in height. I don't want it too thin, just want it to burn. But shape it up and see if we can get some feather sticks going if we can. All the way up it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just something for the flame to cling on to. Now the beauty of this is that a decent piece of fatwood, you'll get about 7 minutes of burn time with it. And in that time, the damp tinder, what you've got, should hopefully be drying out by then and catching light itself. That's the plan anyway. So then, what we want to do is try and make the bottom of the fatwood a lot like a spatula shape at the front. Nice and flat and thin if you can. Okay. And same again with the bits that you've cut off, save them, because we're going to need them. So what we need to do now is get a nice flat piece of wood. So I'm using a damp piece of wood from the wood store that we have. It's not totally dry, so we're still going to struggle. And what we're doing is we're just making a slit in the centre of it. We're going to get our piece of fat wood and we're going to hopefully slot it into the slot that we made. Just give it a little tap. And then we're ready to pop the rest of the fat wood round the bottom and make it like a pyre. Okay. And if you recall, we've got some really damp birch bark that might come in handy, so we'll pop that just at the top here. Right, I think we're ready. So what we're going to do now is get our sticks that we've cut into nice small matchstick size pieces and then kind of stack them round it, and we'll see if that'll help as well. So it's anything to basically get it going and get it to catch. So nothing fancy with this one. We're in a survival situation, so what we want to do is try and get it lit as fast as possible. So I'm going to use a lighter. I'll try. You really don't want to be knocking it down. Trying to do is trying to get to, got it. Okay. So as it's climbing up that pole now, as you can see, it's climbing up it. Fingers crossed. Keep lit. You can smell it. Right, let's try and work on it now. Okay, it's working. As you can see, it's going up the pole and it's keeping it lit through the centre. So hopefully all these damp pieces of wood will start to dry out in 7 minutes and start to ignite themselves. Fingers crossed it will work. I've got damp pieces. Ooh. Got damp pieces of pine as well. Popping on. the full length of that stick now. Near enough, we've got the top bit to go. That's ready. Let's get a brew on. Ooh. All day brekkie. We're having that today. Nice and easy. Been a bit of an hectic one. Again. These fires in winter, so hard. It just proves to you how much practice you need in doing stuff like this. That'll warm me up. Mm.